Warm welcome to everyone at the BNL Karting Series family. Hope you're all keeping well. And as you can see, I've got a new addition to the team alongside me. My name's Alex Goldschmidt, and alongside me and our official commentator for the BNL Karting Series Kickoff 2.0 Reboot, joining me direct from Brussels is Guillaume Alvarez. Guillaume, lovely to have you with us, and good to see that your trip back to the commentary box at Genk is well overdue.
Absolutely. Hi, Alex. Hi, everybody. Thanks for having me, first of all. Not only here, but this weekend, as you said, in Genk. It's been 2 years already since I haven't been in the box commentating over there, so it's going to be great to be back. Of course, I've been to Genk numerous times for other opportunities and jobs, but last time I was there was for the European Championship. It was great fun to do that. And, I got this call from you and from Dave a couple of days ago, and I couldn't be happier to help you first due to the circumstances that we have, and it's going to be great. It's going to be great.
Yeah. So, firstly, for those wondering about, are there any spectators allowed this weekend? That is a definitive no. Obviously, with the COVID-19 pandemic, we have to exercise due caution. So there is a briefing that you will get actually from all the regulations, which Guillaume already has already. It says about obviously restrictions in Parc Fermé. Drivers, if you're in Parc Fermé, you have to wear your helmets at all times. When you come out of the servicing park and Parc Fermé, you actually have to have your balaclava on. If you're camping at the sites, again, face masks are mandatory. We want to make sure that everyone is safe. And obviously the personal details of every individual. So if there is someone coming with you, we need to have their personal information. You will see that on the official BNL Karting Series website, which is available in both English and also Nederlands as well, which I know that Guillaume also, in many ways, he's a multilingual commentator just like myself. But I think one of the biggest things, Guillaume, is it's great. The return to the home of champions for karting in an official capacity. And we have around 140 competitors, nearly 10 different nationalities represented. 6 different classes. It's great to see this comeback to racing, and the home of champions is welcoming it with open arms.
Yeah, absolutely. And we have to congrats, of course, the organization behind the event and Dave Ridson and all his team that have been able to put that together, because we all know that for the past few weeks, the situation has been very, very difficult, not only for the series organizers, but for the track promoters and teams and everything. So being able to put together and organize a reboot event, so early into the summer, as we know, the BNL will be back officially for the championship next month in August. But to have that sort of event with so many drivers and being able to organize everything in safe conditions, that's a remarkable event and a remarkable achievement from everybody. So that's the first thing to point out.
Brilliant. Yeah, exactly. I couldn't agree more. I mean, it's a shame I'm not going to be there this weekend, but at least we both will be circuit-based this coming weekend. I'll be at Rye House, obviously, with Guillaume stepping in for me this weekend. But ladies and gentlemen, I can assure you, I will be back in Belgium for round 1, which is the 1st and 2nd of August, which is 1 week before the Rotax Max Euro Trophy, which hosts its 3rd season opener in a row at the home of champions. And I couldn't be happier because, as you very well know, Guillaume, Genk is my European commentary home. I think I've spent more times than I can shake a stick at for the BNL Karting Series, but also for the Euro Trophy. Let's have a look at the track first of all. Great technical challenges. I mean, the going through turns 3 into 5. It's like the triple left at Istanbul when it used to host Formula One. You've got the great back straight between 6 and 7, but it's very technical as well. You've got to get things really, really right, haven't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a beautiful mix between, slow and fast corners, and getting the right setup is not that easy at all. And, when you ask drivers talking about the favorite layouts all over Europe, Genk, most of the time pops up in the top 5 or top 10 circuits, so it doesn't happen by chance. And I've been fortunate enough as well to be there a couple of times. And this is just such a great track. Not only the layout, but the location, the facilities and everything. This is one of the top level karting facilities that we have in Europe. And the drivers just love it so much because it represents so much, challenges on one lap. Consistency is going to be key to performance for most of the drivers that we're going to have this weekend. And I've checked a bit of the weather forecast. I guess you have as well. We're not quite sure yet what to expect in this region.
I know it's Limburg region, just like Spa-Francorchamps, has its own microclimate. I mean, I remember doing my first ever European commentary at the circuit for the first round of the Euro Trophy when yourself and Chris McCarthy were over doing the FIA European Karting Championship that particular weekend, where you had Felipe Massa, president of the CRK FIA, yes, joining you guys in the commentary booth. From what I understand, it was a really good weekend for everybody, but we had pretty much a thunder and lightning storm just within the lunch break, half an hour before the junior Rotaxes were due to go on the grid for their first final. So I've come to appreciate the weather as much as I have to appreciate the Limburg countryside. And I think one of the other biggest things that we need to talk about is the fact that Marienburg is not on the calendar, and it's a track that you frequent on a regular basis, as some of you people might know Guillaume from Yamit. Over there, but Marienburg being back on the calendar for 2021. But this is because of the restrictions, obviously, with the pandemic. And I'm not at all surprised, Guillaume, that we've had to stick with Genk for the season. But how are things looking down in Marienburg for when they can open back up with regards to events and training? Because I know that it's been very difficult, not just for us here in the UK, but also for Belgium, the Netherlands, Germany, amongst other countries.
Yeah, absolutely. As you said, the IAME Series Benelux was supposed to open in Marienburg back in March, before we had that big lockdown in Belgium due to the spread of the pandemic. It was the right thing to do, but Marienburg, as much as Genk and the team over there has been working tirelessly, in the background to make sure that they can be back in the calendar, and they're going to be back in the series twice. We had to, take down one round, but we're gonna have two rounds over there. And Marienburg has been able to reopen for private practice first, as Genk earlier in May. So they were back to business, sooner than expected. Of course, not soon enough, obviously. But a big work is being done down there as well to make sure that everybody can come to the track, practice, because open practice is now available for the public. Still, under the restrictions and the sanitary restrictions for everybody, as much as in Genk. But we're going to have to wait until September to see proper competition coming back to Marienburg. Not before, unfortunately. But that's part of the deal, shall we say, if conditions are allowed and remain the same until then.
Yeah, so for those wondering about Marienburg, we will be back there in 2021. I have a guarantee on that one, and I know that Thierry and the team down at Karting Genk are doing their best, as Guillaume just explained to us there. But then I'm going to look at the field, and quite a lot of regulars are returning back to action, which is really, really good. We've got there's some drivers that I think Guillaume's going to need to watch out for. So here's some hot picks from me, but also he's had a lot of information about the standings from 2019, the kickoff that we had on the 7th and 8th of March, where we had Dean Hugendorn in micro. I remember, if memory serves me correctly, the biggest impact was made by Matthew Higgins, just 14 years of age. He is the son of 10-time America Rally champion David Higgins, and is running with Dan Holland Racing. And that's one key thing here, Guillaume, where one particular driver moves up a class and then instantly makes an impact. So I think some of the people that I'm going to look out for, Zanab Shublak, two-time defending BNL Karting Series DD2 champion, Carl Klibor, DD2 Masters, BMC and BNL champion. Matthew Higgins is definitely one. You've got people like, got Jan Schwitter in DD2. I've got to give a mention to Tamsin Germain. She's always there in the thick of things, along with the likes of Carl Klibort and Christophe Adams, amongst other peoples. Then Tom Dessert, who won the kickoff earlier on in DD2 Masters, like literally wiped the floor with everybody and just had a comfortable lead. Obviously, GKS Lemons Power is back on home soil. But there are a couple of things that really strike out to me, that having such a great multinational field and such a great entry list is just a sign of the BNL Karting Series' strength as an international competition, not just because when people think of BNL, they think it means Benelux. Well, okay, it represents the regions, but it actually stands for Best New Leading. Hence the fact why we didn't really want to keep we wanted to keep an acronym in there, because it sounds pretty cool, don't you think?
Yeah, absolutely, it does. And as you said, it's a joy to see the interest that the competition has from so many different countries and so many different drivers and teams. Luckily for them, most of them have been able to travel all the way to Genk to be part of this event and to prepare as well for the official return of BNL in August. But that's done once again to the job that's being done in the background from the entire organization. So yeah, it's refreshing to see, and I can't wait to be there just to see. I've been following, of course, the competition through your commentary over the past few seasons, even though sometimes there have been some date clashes that didn't allow me to.
Yeah, I know, because we keep on scheduling to meet, and it's like you're either doing work for whether you're commentating, whether you're working, because Guillaume, like myself, has a lot of involvement within motorsport, and it's not just in karting, it's obviously through commentary. You've been doing a lot of work on the virtual Euro Fun Cup side of things as well, alongside Scott Woodward and Chris McCarthy quite recently. Great job by Riley and Andrew Phillips for getting that all sorted out. So it's kept us busy, all this sim racing. But I think the passion for us is that seeing the karts go round a circuit outside a commentary box window just has that little bit of an edge. But I think you'll agree with me that sim racing is very much a big part of motorsport and will remain to do so, because I've seen so many of the karters from the BNL Karting series and also the Euro Trophy taking part in the Rotax Sim Racing Challenge, which I was part of the commentary team on. We had a great help from Apex Racing TV. But the roar of the Rotax engines return this coming Saturday morning, and you're going to be in the booth. A couple of things that I need to remind people of. The restrictions are there for a purpose. There is one big thing in the briefing. If you are not wanting to actually adhere to the restrictions, please stay at home. We want to mitigate the spread of this virus. We are not out of the woods yet. We are returning to a new normal. So every driver, every member of staff, and this includes Guillaume, will get their very own face masks provided by the BNL Karting series. So please adhere to the restrictions, because we don't want to have to postpone or stop the event for any reason at all. We want to make sure that the authorities, in terms of sanitisation and health and safety, are satisfied when they leave our site at the home of champions. But Guillaume, as I was just saying before, I had to sort of cut across what I was saying there.
It's okay.
There's a couple of things to remind you all of. There is no live stream this weekend, so Guillaume will be providing circuit commentary only. This is due to our friends at Camp Company being otherwise engaged in multiple different events across Europe. So we will have people, you'll probably see a couple of familiar faces in race control and also race director as well with that. Paul Clarkson is not going to be there either, our normal head of scrutineering. He will be making his return in a few weeks' time as well, along with me. But also, there is the biggest bit of news that I do need to announce here, where Downforce, the company formerly known as Downforce Radio, which myself and Guillaume know very, very well, our good friend Jake Sanson, who runs it, has now changed to a video content only platform at the moment. So unfortunately, the Rotax radio feed will no longer be happening. This has affected not just us here at the BNL, but the Euro Trophy. But let me guarantee you this much. The full live stream on Facebook Live and the Camp Company GmbH YouTube channel will be in full flight come the 1st and 2nd of August. But Guillaume, anything you'd like to say to everyone out there before we close this off?
No, just want to say once again, thank you for the opportunity from you, Alex, that have been calling me and suggesting that I would fill in for you. The pressure is on. And
well, as you posted on Facebook, you did say, big shoes to fill. Pressure's on.
Absolutely.
But I think at the end of the day, it's nice to have a different voice for people to relate to. And I know that so many people have mentioned on Facebook and have commented to me directly, but I think Guillaume is going to do a fantastic job. Just welcome him with open arms. Ben van der Stukken will be with us too. So just please welcome Guillaume with open arms. That's all I can ask, and welcome him to the BNL Karting Series family, mate. I think you're going to do a fantastic job. And
Yeah,
Yeah.
thanks very much. I got to thank as well Dave Ridson for reaching me as well and providing all the information as much as you did. And I just want to say that it's a pleasure, and I'll try to have as much fun as you guys do on track and give you the best I can, considering the situations and everything. But let's just try to enjoy ourselves on track as much as we can. And I just want to say that I'll respect as much as everybody the safety restrictions, wearing masks all the time, but I'll remove the mask to commentate in the box. Otherwise, it would be quite a difficult task, just to say that. But thanks again, and I can't wait to be this weekend in Genk, hopefully in good conditions. But even though if it rains, it can be even more exciting for everybody. So we'll see about that.
Yeah. So on behalf of myself and Guillaume, thank you very much for watching. Look forward to seeing you all in early August. I know it's not the greatest situation, but we have to play by the rules, and that's what we expect you guys and girls to do this coming weekend. Thank you for watching. See you next time on the BNL Karting Series Update. It's goodbye from me, and it's goodbye from Guillaume. Thank you for watching.
Bye-bye.